Okay, here's an update. So, there's Sprite, and his Azure laid another egg in the poop corner. This one did have a shell on it. It's probably not thick enough, but I picked it up and put it in the nest box. It's not cracked, and she's sitting on it. So, I'm going to keep trying with the calcium support. She's not getting any today because we don't want to sterilize her mate, but she gets it from last thing tonight. I'll come out and change it and add calcium, and she's due to lay another egg tomorrow night, so she gets 24 hours. I saw her shivering today as though her body is doing the calcium switch. So that might be an encouraging sign, or it might be that I'm just screwing her up with calcium. I don't know. So we'll see if, like I said, she's sitting on an egg. I seriously doubt it will survive. An egg with too thin of a shell. Shells in eggs are dynamic. They allow oxygen to pass through. They allow humidity to pass through. And if they're too thin, then they don't function properly. Too much oxygen gets in. Too much fluid gets out, and they dry out. So it's unlikely that it would develop past a few days if it actually is fertile. But I kind of thought nailing her down inside the nest box might help with whatever is not working for her hormonally. So we'll see what happens. Miss Artemis in here, who did not lay an egg last time, is going through all the hormonal stages of it, but she has not got an egg bump, which was true last time as well. No egg happening there. I don't hold out much hope. That's Remington laying her typical large egg. Hi, Remington.
Do you have your man back? You're not going to kill him? Okay.
This is Cyan, who's scared of me, and I snuck up on her twice today. She is sitting in the box when I'm not here, but the minute she hears me, she comes out. And do you see that tail bouncing? That is her first egg on the way. On the other hand, Miss Stella here has been working on her first egg for days, and nothing is happening. So I am starting to worry about her, and if she hasn't laid it by tonight, I will probably come down and drug her up with, you see how her wings are hanging down? I found her sitting on the bottom of the box, of the cage at times. She's stressed. She's been contracting for a couple of days now. So if she hasn't laid it by tonight, I will come down and dope her up with medical marijuana stuff and give her a good solid night's sleep, and hopefully tomorrow she'll be strong enough to get that, to pass that first egg. First hens often do this. This is the first egg she's ever laid, so it's not terribly surprising. And it's hot, which doesn't help anything. This little girl is developing her, this is actually Stella's little sister, and she's developing her egg bump. I've seen these two breeding. It's good news. I'm not seeing a lot happening here. This is Marshmallow. She's a pretty recessive pied tiny. She may as well be a regular parakeet practically, but I'm breeding her to Cookie and hoping something will happen. Look at how small she is. Cookie is a small bird, and she looks small next to him, so. But I'm not, she's in the box, but I'm not seeing the egg bump. I don't know. We'll see. I saw this girl look in the nest box today. Crazy. They get in their mind who their man is, and there's just no changing that. I am still waiting on Miss to do something. She has a weight sear and no egg bump, which is strange. Usually she's one of my fast performers, but she is older. And I may have just caught her when she was off season. This is Neptune eating up to feed her. These two are in the box, which sometimes means, especially when I just fed them treats and they're not looking at them, that they laid their first egg. Sometimes the males climb in the box. Do you see anything in there? I don't see anything yet. She's working on it though. That's Sif. And here's, I'm trying to this is Seal. He is a Rainbow Sun by Buster, and I'm trying to find out if I have fertility in that line. she laid an egg for me, and I was like, yay, I can check it for fertility. Well, I'm not supposed to check until, for several more days, like 5 more days or whatever. But I wanted to check anyway. It's 2 days old. I can see an embryo that's 2 days old. But, of course, it's not fertile. And the other thing is the yolk in the egg is very small. So this could be hen issues happening here. Good Lord. But we'll see what happens. If she keeps laying eggs that don't look quite right, I may have to pull her and put a different hen in here, too. Having a hard time finding hens that are doing what they're supposed to do. So, oh, look. She went in the box. She did, right? Yeah, she went in the box. And she hasn't tried to kill him yet. I may have some luck with these two. So one of the other things that I have to do is I did this yesterday in here, and I have to go over to the other breeding shed, the little mini breeding shed, and do it again. It's fall. And in fall is the time when they put on their winter feathers, grow their winter underwear. So they are actively growing feather as I am trimming their back ends so that they can mate effectively. See her on the bottom of the cage down there? This is not good. She is not feeling good. I may just go ahead and give her that now. She's weak. That's why she's standing on the bottom of the cage. She's been trying to lay that egg for a couple of days. Yeah, I think I'm going to go get the medical marijuana oil and dope her up. Sprite, horny old man. He follows her around and pulls on her feathers and yanks on her tail. Come on, baby, let's do it. There's no lack of trying over here on this part. See, she's got her egg bump starting up. Oh, there's so by comparison, you see the egg bump between her legs, and look at Artemis. There's just nothing there. She doesn't grow an egg bump. I'm going to give her the full. It's like she's doing it hormonally, but there's something wrong with her insides that she doesn't actually manufacture eggs. So I'm going to give her all the time, but I am not holding my breath on this one. It is not looking good. But anyway, so what I have to do is, because they're growing in their winter feathers right now, is I have to trim their vents more than once to make sure that they've got a clear pathway to breed. Because these birds are bred to have more feather than God originally made them, or Mother Nature, or whatever you want to call it. And the feather gets in the way of them breeding. So you have to trim their vents to clear their feather out of the way. And in the fall, when they're growing feather, they'll grow feather right back again in a week. So I have to. So once a week, I'm going to catch them all and check their vents again until they have a sizable number of eggs in the nest, and then I can stop. But I did that yesterday here, and I have to go over to the other cage and do it today. So anyway, that's the update. So Azure is still up for grabs. This is not looking good at all. That's going to drop me an egg any minute with that bouncing tail. And this girl laying on the bottom of her cage is in distress. And Cookie is doing what he's supposed to do here. Look at how little she is. Cookie is a little bird. He only weighs about 60 grams. She only weighs about 50. She's tiny. And this girl is claiming a nest where she sat down here with him forever and did nothing. And this girl, Cerulean, this hyper-aggressive hen, has moved into the box and still hasn't killed her male yet. That's good news. That's really good news. We'll see if it stays that way. Okay, I'm going to go over to the other shed.